What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are at about 16.5 cents now. It looks like what we've done is we had a nice little breakout of this overall downtrend that you've been in for quite some time. And right here, what you've done is back test a prior area of resistance as support. Prior resistance here, support there. Prior resistance here and support here, support here, and we're finding support now. On the RSI, we do have lower lows coming in with higher lows in the price. That's what we call hidden bullish divergence. Oftentimes, it's a mark of continuation in a trend, so you will likely see higher highs to come. And it probably won't look exactly like that, right? You'll get higher highs and higher lows. But I do believe right now we're in a good posturing to get into the overbought zone. So I'm expecting the next drive for Cookie, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I do think that this next drive will be more impressive than the last drive, if that makes sense. Maybe it's not as big overall from a low to a high. Maybe it's not quite that big, but I think it'll be faster, if that makes any sense at all. Just because getting into the overbought zone consistently like this, after getting out, getting into it, doing stuff like this, right? It often just promotes the moves getting bigger, right? So if you look at this here, you got overbought the first time. Look at how big the moves were here. That was nice. But then the next move was clearly bigger, right? It was a little bit bigger. And bigger days too with more volume. So I would think getting here, we're only going to get bigger moves, if that makes sense. The expectation, for a while, for I don't know, for about a week or so, or maybe even before then, the expectation was that we would consolidate somewhere in this range right here. Maybe this next drive does take us all the way up to 30 cents, and then we consolidate some more, and then we continue to run. Maybe we do something exactly like that. But it's very possible that we could push through 30 cents. It's very possible that we could go a little bit higher. Maybe we go all the way up to 33 cents, 36 cents, something like that. Maybe even beyond that. Cookie, at any moment, you guys could really take off. There was a 2-day period, back here, where from a low to a high, 2 days later, we were up 323%. So whenever I say we don't have to stop in this area, we don't have to stop here, I mean that. We could absolutely continue to grow. The only reason I'm thinking we stop here is that we stopped, for quite some time before. It might make sense that we have at least 1 or 2 more pivots in here before proceeding to higher prices. And we'll see how that looks on the 4-hour time frame. But for now, I definitely do believe we're moving up above this high, which resides right there at about 21 cents, right? Yeah, 21 cents. Let's look at this on a 4-hour basis, okay? 4-hour time frame here. You've got higher highs in your RSI, higher highs in the price. We'd like to see it. Good volume coming in, consolidating here, whatever. You're actually finding support at prior resistance right now and prior support. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're buying Cookie, if you want to buy right here, 16.5 cents, this is probably a golden opportunity before it really takes off. That's my thoughts. 1-hour time frame here, lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. Except for this one, you got the lower low right there. But look at how far you moved down. It's the beginning of the candle. Look at how far you moved down. You don't have any volume. You're going to come back up. By the end of this hour, by the time most of you guys watch this, I bet that you're up higher. If not, the volume's about to come in, and it's going to take us lower. And if we go lower, that's fine. It's just a better opportunity to buy. But I think the time is of the essence with this right now. Yeah, I don't think that you go lower. I really don't. And if you do, just a little bit, maybe what, like to 15.7 cents, a whole cent below, something like that, maybe. I like it, man. I like it. It looks good. It looks really, really good. Looking at the weekly time frame, where we're going to go from here. If we take this from a low to a high first, just talk about where we've been. We found support right in the golden ratio. Finding turbulence 382.5. That's standard stuff. That's fine. The goal here would be to not get a day to close below 13 cents. We don't want any days closing below 13 cents, you guys. Okay, it's okay to go below 13 cents. It's probably not going to happen. But what we don't want to do is close below 13 cents. From a high to a low here, the expectation as of now would be that we're on a consistent path forward up to, maybe up to like 32 to 40 cents. Maybe we do really bypass this area. We break through it. We back test it for support, and then we continue to run. I could see that happening, you guys. I'm really, for a while I was considering that we'd find support at about 24 to 30 cents there on this next move up, but I'm starting to consider that we actually, because of where we are in the weekly RSI and in the daily RSI, I wouldn't be surprised if we pushed higher to 33 to 39 cents and then found support at that area that I was expecting us to find resistance at. I think we're going to get a nice push here over the coming week and a half, 2 weeks. It'd be like another 90% to 120%. And if you bought where I bought, not recently, obviously. I mean, I bought at a lower price than where I sold, right? But if you bought where I bought down at like 8 cents, whatever it was, you're going to be up 4x from there. If you bought, where I double dipped into this thing at like 11.9 cents, you're going to be up 3x from there. So let alone if you buy here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you buy here, I wouldn't be surprised if you're up, 2x or at least around there. Uh, I wouldn't even say by the end of the month, man, within the next like 2 weeks. Yeah, by like the 21st or something like that. I got nothing else for you guys. Inevitably, I do think Cookie is going to go higher. We're going to see new all-time highs, $1.65 and beyond. From the current price, that's about a 9x, almost a 10x, to potentially a 23x. Yeah, anything and everything in between. I think Cookie has a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential here. $85 million market cap, 32 million in volume. Even on the boring days, it's doing well, and I think it's gonna really rip here over the coming weeks. So I got nothing else to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.